A signpost maps it out for the cartographically challenged. Let's see. Must be the World Eater that chewed off Out-of-Date's leg. You'll need a hat trick to bring that down. The World Eaters have made their marks on our world over time. That's not the first nor the last village it'll leave in its wake. Look, a survivor. Glad to see someone made it out alive. He's heard the stories about the terror inflicted by the World Eaters to other enclaves, but never expected one to come all the way here. He worries there won't be much left to save if this continues, even if the Tree of Life survives the attack. He doesn't know what your connection is to this place, but something tells him you've stayed true to your heart. Anyway, he needs help and says it's by your actions you'll be judged, not by... He's grateful for that. You still seem to have a spark of light in you.
That's a spark of light in you!
That's right. Smack that spark out before...
You don't have to be so harsh.
Take it out now.
There's... Oh.
There's Out-of-Date again. He must have missed something important. Out-of-Date says you will make a better stand against the World Eaters with the support... The Myriad tribe is likely to be a good match as they act. Regardless of who you choose, it won't be... The Myriad's conviction to stop the World Eaters began when the Leviathans rose from the depths of the surf. Siding with the Myriad's movement for wholeness in a fragmented world might seem like the logical thing to do, but is it the right thing? One thing's certain, though. Destiny arrives all the same. The Jagni tribe only ever had one conviction, to bring balance to the world by wiping out the weak. They believe a cleansing is necessary to restore the world, and want to let the World Eaters bring down the Tree of Life. But siding with Jagni isn't necessarily a bad thing. Fate will find a way. Out-of-Date says someone needs to break the stalemate and shift the balance of power to either Jagni... He believes the tribe's Sifus, Myriad especially, will listen to you and expects you to pay at least one of them a visit and play your part. Myriad is convinced that defeating the World Eaters is...
Tamuk, Gabamuk, Yalawa Watnawa.
Regardless, you'll meet again once you've... Another fork in the road. It's either the tunnel or the motor bridge. What'll it be? It's unusual that natural tunnels like this still exist. Most of them got flooded. This area was beautiful before the tribe war began. Look at it now. It's a war zone. That's the Myriad Tribe's fortress. Will they be friends or foe? You should head up there. That way you'll know. Let's see. It's a beaten path to that door. If you go there, you'd better make an entrance. Says they're wary of strangers. They're at war. Didn't have much else to say, so no problem. Says they're cautious of non-allies. Says everyone wants to see the seafood. You're in luck, though, as he's scared.
Sibi? La fanen aginkan man. Geradna far hutut mus. Tugai la wute.
The Myriad tribe act on understanding of the greater good and a code of honor. They believe uniting the tribes is the only way to restore the peace. The Sifu is convinced that defeating the World Eaters and saving the Tree of Life is the only way to make the world a better place. He welcomes you to the Myriad Fort and introduces... But he was hoping you'd show up. The news of a vigilante Ronin on crusade crossing the Great Wall through the crack in Bunker 101 has...
Manes Schlenkjok. Saramoto, Rewere Yonke.
He heard you took out of date.
Vlade Tik.
He's convinced you've returned.
Get a wach.
There's something about your spirit that's...
Wala papa, Gelen thinking of Woodnea. Karamotti.
The Sifu says sometimes one memory can make another.
By the frame, Porote Nat. The Gula Mosse, Garadam Wolf at a mat gain.
There were 6 of them, but the unity fell apart after Lupa Lupa.
Wala papa.
The Sifu says it's time to set the past aside.
Mulekan Frifgelf, La Fanen Aginkan man.
Myriad wants unity between the tribes. If you believe there's some good in everyone, there's still hope for tomorrow. You'll unite the tribes and
Karaf, La Wute, Waka Sada.
He was hoping you'd join them. You understand that there's no harm in doing good to others.
Sibi, Schleiner for Rotna Mika, Galato Fole.
The Myriad were placed here to fulfill a certain purpose, chosen...
Schleiner for Rotna Mika, Gine afirma Gatano Shubudo.
Their kin have run out of options and found themselves backed into a corner. Even those who desire peace have been forced to prepare for war.
Waka Sada.
You need to claim the rivals' outposts and weaken their tribe enough to challenge the rival Sifu at their fort.
Sibi, the Genkin Ala Dubai.
You both have gentle minds, so they want to wage a gentle...
Jaco Denke Gelen thinking of Woodnea. La Fanen Aginkan man.
tells you not to be afraid. Your fate cannot be taken from you. Claim...
The Gula Mosse.
Once you've dealt with the rivals' outposts, you'll challenge their seafood.
Follow Marati. About most Galavone.
You were all part of the same tribe once, but
Hohotin Nat.
seeing you brings back it.
Porote Nat. Follow Marati.
Myriad wants unity between the tribes. Their goal is
Karamotti. Radna Far Hutut.
He remembers your kind and unselfish
Galed not. Can boof. Hello.
Anyway, the memories you make with your family are strong and can sometimes come to life. Passing the old...
Galed not. Rewere Yonke.
even though it's now a different...
Mashuata nina kum. Egua moa egue malwala muhu mujmoga. Better beware, that's a mump.
up ahead. They were hit hard by evolution, the wonky ones especially, deformed and unfurled. You've been eating right. You can get stranger if you like. Time is lost on this place, but it evokes a tingling sensation. There's something special about it, drawing you closer. Let's see. As time passes, memories fade, and sometimes feelings change. It's not about who you were, it's about who you'll become. This story is far from over. Echoes of a long-lost past, like whispers in the wind. Here's someone who takes each day as it comes. He asks how you are today. Goop says he always does better whenever he leaves failure behind. He's happy his good mood is infectious. He wonders where you've been. He hopes you've been out at the lake, practicing your swimming technique.
He
thinks you should really know how to swim by now. And he... He says, that wasn't too bad, was it? Way to go. But you need practice. Lots of practice. Great things usually happen to those who never stop. You just need more time in the surf. That's the only way you'll ever learn how to swim. You can never try. Judging by your Mooma's look, it seems you forgot something.
Ansonbara.
You promised you'd train with her before the sun goes down. It's time to go.
Sana yote.
You know you can't make...
Beri?
You should know. Practice makes perfect.
Kanamunta.
You have to keep...
Inga valdo.
She'll see you at the village square.
Bola kodo. Kialdo male kanaro tono.
She says that's good. With a passion for learning... Here's another familiar face with lots on his mind. Asks how you're feeling today. He was hoping you could help him pick up some scrap for a thingamajig he's working on. You should look... He wonders what usefulness you found. He can work wonders with almost anything and asks if you know how... You did well, but he can't help but wonder why you decided to craft a weapon. He understands, but hopes you won't be needing it anytime soon. He's looking forward to... It looks like she's starting to lose her patience. You know she doesn't like waiting for you. She wants to see you on the... Then you've got a good excuse. You share a responsibility. She wants you to grow up and start thinking for yourself. You really need to find yourself before... You've always followed your own path, but this time she needs you to follow her. They look determined. Better watch out. He asks you to stop right there and wonders where... He says that it's... There's no way they'll let you... He wants to know who you think you are. She asks if you're hurt. What happened? She's there for all to... The most important thing is... It's time to focus on your training now. She said it before. Here's someone close to heart, doing what he does best. Seeing you always puts a smile on your Popsy's face. Training. He asks if you could help him too before you leave for training. He'll... He said... He's curious to see what you found. He says whatever it is, he can work wonders with... He says it's... The style might be too ego. You should take it with you. Wear it to practice. He's looking forward.
Taifanamenuma.
Your Muma says it's about time you got here.
Anora kapapom.
Hopes you're as ready as you claim.
Domale tuk. Antoro. Canaruta. Pialtuma.
But there's enough time left for repetition, and he
Ingavaldo.
wants you to prove.
Mustiki muhka.
Your Muma says you did well today. She's so proud.
Anaro lote. Polakuto.
Been working on a present for you.
Anaro lote.
You should go see him and find out what it is. You've deserved it.
Tropalo.
Says he's all... Catchy.
Pala.
Your Muma says she's never seen an apparatus as green as this little thing. It's wonderful.
Kial domale canarutu pend nampusa. Domale tuk.
A piece of scrap.
Bolakamunum rutna.
It's called an automaton, and it's hard.
Monibasa. Antoro.
Says it's not a record keeper. More...
Andro.
Your Muma says you look tired. No wonder.
Aplitonomuta.
She's so happy you... Rest, and you'll find strength for tomorrow. Nothing could stop Lupin from setting the world on fire.
Antoro. Can't see. Come on.
Your Muma urges you to blaze a trail. A burnt kidling will learn to dread fire. That's just adding fuel to the flames. Give it a last burst and you'll make it.
Can't see.
Your Muma says this is it. The time has come.
Ferena masalapu.
He wants to destroy her. The time to fight is come.
Canamunta. Pial Antoro.
She tells you to stay back. This is her fight.
Kuri kumbalamuma.
Here it comes. The past coming to haunt the present. You must go through fire and water to make it out of here. Your Muma says you can make it if you believe in it. Where she goes, you go. Blood is thicker than water. You're in deep surf. Don't make waves. The surf goes where it wants to go. It'll take you to the shore as long as you go with the flow. Death is not to be feared by one who has lived life with a pure heart. A part of her will live on in you. The creature is hungry for more. Nothing is going to stand in its way now. If a sacrifice is made for someone else, it's not lost, but passed on to the next. Life must go on. Real sacrifice comes from love and necessity when all other options are exhausted. The ultimate test of conscience is the willingness to give up anything to save what you truly care about. What you do for yourself dies with you. What you do for your kin remains and makes you immortal in their memory. As the moment fades and is lost, the only thing that remains is loneliness. It doesn't mean you'll forget your past. It simply means you need to move on. The tribe's caught a fluffy hulk. Better watch out, it's no pet. They couldn't keep it down. Fluff hulk's on the loose. Re-energized. You're fresh out of key energy. Itchy trigger finger. You gave them no choice but to take it down. A group of... You should hurry there and help them best the outpost. Look, an emergency box from the old... Wow, bet that nut makes a tight fist. Tunnels like this still carry echoes from the past. Can you hear it? Not enough key energy. Great shot. Right in the face. More useful. You unlocked a new secret for yourself. That notice board, filled with the leftovers of used-to-be wants. You're getting close to one of those old Toxanol brick towns. Pay attention. The Toxanol Corporation made this place, and then just threw it... Well, small one. There must be a track some... Stories keep moving whether you drive them or not. This corner of the world is called Bricktown. Ready to make something? Hand of Death. You fall a bit short when it comes to resources.